Hi guys, we're going to quickly go over shoulder exercises. So these exercises are applicable for anyone that has a rotator cuff injury, whether it be supraspinatus, infraspinatus, or biceps tendon. It's going to be applicable for general arthritis or degeneration in the shoulder, as well as any labral damage or labral tears. Okay, these are general motions, so it's going to help with overall stretching, flexibility, and healing within the shoulder joint. The first one's called the pendulum swing. And so you want to get a chair at home and you want to grab a light weight with the opposite hand. Okay, you're going to lean your body weight into the chair, and then you're just going to let that light weight, and maybe it's a 5-pound dumbbell or something like that, and just kind of let it traction your shoulder downwards. What we want is we want some gentle opening of the, think of kind of the shoulders like a ball and socket joint, so it kind of just tractions down a little bit. And as we do that, we're just going to try to rock it back and forth. You can make a figure 8 motion, something like that. And that's the very start. And this is especially applicable for people that have serious shoulder injuries. We want to start very slow. And that's just going to reintroduce some healthy joint deep within the shoulder joint itself. Okay. If that's tolerable, you can progress to some of the other ones that are a bit more intensive. So the next one's called the posterior shoulder stretch. Very simply, you're going to take one arm, reach it up and over, other one comes under your elbow, and you're trying to push that elbow as far back as you can. As you push that elbow back, you're moving the shoulder, that ball and socket joint, moving it backwards, really stretching and moving as far as we can through the posterior aspect of the shoulder joint. The next one is called the up the back towel stretch. And that one's actually going to focus on the front of the shoulder joint. And so for that one, what you'll do, any type of towel at home will do, you'll flick it up and over your head. You'll come back with the opposite arm. And as you're here, you're going to pull upwards like this. We're basically mimicking the posterior shoulder stretch that we just did, but this time using with the aid of a towel, pulling up this way, we're now getting the shoulder to come through its full range of motion anteriorly or to the front. And that's going to stretch and move everything through here, again, helping to promote that full range of motion through the shoulder joint itself. The next one is called the shoulder extensor stretch. And so what you want to use for this one is some type of broomstick at home. Maybe you just have like, a hockey stick or anything like that. And what you'll do is you'll grab like this. Some people like to do it standing up. If you feel like you can tolerate that, that's fine. You just stand up and you're kind of coming up and over as much as you can. Like this, again, you're bringing that shoulder through its full range of motion. You're probably going to feel some stretching, maybe a little bit of clicking, things like that. That's okay. If that's a little bit difficult for you, if you feel like you aren't able to get your arms fully above your head in a standing position, some people like to do it laying down. The laying down gives you more stability, and you'll just start with it at your hips. And then same thing, bring it up over your head to this position. Okay, again, this is helping to promote that healthy range of motion in the shoulder joint itself to break apart any adhesion, prevent future arthritis from forming, and stimulate and aid in the healing process. The last and final one is the wall climb. So this is the last one that kind of uses some muscle activation. And so you'll stand just a little bit away from the wall. You can play around with your positioning, and you're just going to slowly inch your fingers up the wall. Okay, this is causing me to activate those tiny rotator cuff muscles and tendons within my shoulder. The goal is to, again, try to bring it as far up as you can. If you want to go closer to the wall, you can do that. For people that have shoulder injuries or have been limited in their shoulder, it's been many years since they've actually done something like that and reached fully above their head. So again, we're going to start slowly and inch our way up the wall. Again, if you feel any sharp pain or shooting pain in your shoulder as you're doing these exercises, please let us know. A little bit of general tension and discomfort is totally normal, especially as we get up towards end range. But if you have questions, please let us know.